Well, here we go, folks. Another winner coming up right here. This next match, we want to welcome you to Steinway Billiards. You are watching the fourth annual Steinway Classic. $7,000 added, $10,000 top prize for the first place winner. 128 players. I don't think they got the full field, and we'll get you updated on that as we can. But next match at hand that's coming up, and let me just get everything out of the way here. Is going to be right there on your screen. Alex the Lion, Pagulayan playing Shukai Lung, or Shukai Lu, something like that. Like I said, I'm going to have trouble with their names because this is my first time actually streaming them. Shukai Lun. Let's do it that way. We're going to call him Shu. How about that? And before they actually get started, we want to thank a lot of people that are on board with this stream. MolinariGlove.com. That's MolinariGlove.com. Pay them a visit. Buy their product. Believe me, these are the guys keeping Pool alive along with many others. Of course, Aramis, the best balls you can use on the table and only to use with the best felt, Simonas. And of course, we want to thank Ozone Billiards, OzoneBilliards.com for getting on board. And make sure you check out AccuStats right there on your screen, because AccuStats is going to have a Make It Happen event coming up in December. I don't have the exact dates. I'm under the gun right now, sort of like a operation of a one-man band doing all the graphic works and stuff behind the scenes, and that's why we appreciate Snookster and Troy and Alex and anybody else sitting in the booth, because it kind of alleviates some of the workflow, but still it's a lot. But we want to say, make sure to check out AccuStats.com. That's with the hyphen in the middle. And Joe Tucker. And JoeTucker.net is letting all the secrets out about the rack. You want to learn what to look for in the rack. Learn how to read a rack, possibility making balls in what pocket. Joe Tucker's giving all the secrets away, plus drills. It's like $8 to get down with Joe Tucker right now. You go to JoeTucker.net. It's a place where you put the promo code. Just put Upstate Al, and you're going to start for as low as $8 right there on your screen. We also want to give a big shout out to Baltimore City Q's. A couple of friends that we met along the road, and they're down. And of course, the sponsors on the left and the right of your screen. We're going to be flashing these. All on board with Mr. Robles and the Predator Pro-Am Tour. Diana Hoppy, DianaHoppy.com, for being on board with us. And she does have all the DVDs and memorabilia for Pool and Billiards, probably the largest. That's DianaHoppy.com. She's got a lot of stuff for sale. If you're in the market for anything, that's the young lady to see. You go to her website, actually has a phone number on it, and you can personally talk to Diana and about what memorabilia you're looking for, or send her an email. AZ Billiards is the world's largest pool and billiards website, along with live stream news on Facebook. It's all about live streaming. The Kings of Billiards and the Kings of Vape are out in Akron, Ohio, who sponsor many players here. We do have their new logo, and we will get it up there. It's just a matter of when. The TAP League, the best amateur league in North America. Phil Capel has got his books for sale right now. Over 40 years of the game and knowledge in all these books, in any aspect of the game, Mr. Phil Capel. And you can purchase those books right here at Steinway, or you can get them at BilliardsPress.com. You know, AZB is going to be heading up to Providence, Rhode Island, and that's the flyer you see. It's a $5,000 added event. It's going to take place November 21st through the 22nd, and I will be up there. It's a great room. It's called Snookers. And if you plan on attending this, it's going to take place in the Hall of Fame, New England Billiards Hall of Fame room, half the tournament. And if you win it, you get a banner up on the wall, and trophies and the cash. And we want to say hi to Steve Golding and Regina and all the staff up there at Snookers, who always does a great job. We will be live streaming that. And if you plan on going, That's the hotel. That's going to be the host. They're on board with us. The Holiday Inn Express. They're in Warwick, Rhode Island, on Jefferson Boulevard. They're giving the players rates. That's the Holiday Express. And I think we're going to set these players off very shortly. So let me give them the high five signal and let them get out there and roar. As the Lion and Shu Kai Loon is about to set off here. And once again, we're going to have the great Snookster. Is that you, Snookster? There you go. Which one is you?
That's me right here. How are you? Okay, I was just going to go give the players the heads up that we are ready for their match. And I'm going to be joined in the booth with Troy, a.k.a. New Jersey pool player, momentarily. Okay, I was giving them the heads up that whenever they are ready, I think Alex might just take this last little practice rack, I believe.
Table 20, John Schott. And Carl Boyce, table 20. Carl Boyce, John Schott, to table 20. On table 23, John Mora, Hunter Lovato, 23. John Mora, Hunter Lovato, 23. Hunter Lovato to 23. Hunter. And John Mora.
Okay, the players are set to lag. I want to see who is going to win this lag here. Looks like Alex has won the lag.
How old is Alex, do you know? Around? He's close to 30, I think, right?
Should be somewhere about that.
He plays really nice. I like the Filipino style.
Yeah.
Hey, there we are. Look at you, Al. Good work. It's funny, my parents have that crazy last name. New Jersey pool player. It's Irish, by the way.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I love how he puts my entire name.
Rojas. Oh, he got you.
He got me.
Yeah, you're not living in West Palm. And here we go. Alex set to break.
All right, guys, I stepped out. Are they starting?
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
started
they
out.
just started.
We had a break,
Al-
and
Alex won the lag. He's got the break. Made a ball on the break.
And he's got a shot at the
And
one, so
he's
the Lion is loose.
got a shot at the one.
the 2 ball he was just looking at may pass. It's real tight. It's a tough shot after the one after in your first match, but I think he might want to come down. And
Table 22.
I'm not sure he's got
he's
it.
he's going to come down close to it and see what happens.
He's going to come down for
22.
well,
No, it must go.
it must.
You know, if it doesn't go,
No, he plays it safe.
you know, you can make this, by the way, if you jump it.
Well,
That's
yeah.
a cool shot.
Yeah,
It's
it is
good to have in your bag.
It is. Well, looks like he's got about half a pocket,
Yeah, he should be good.
3/4 of a pocket.
Center of the pocket.
How about he split the
Yeah.
He
pocket
split the
right in
jaws.
half?
He saw that better than me. Okay, okay, okay.
Look at his facial expressions and how his mind works. You could see how competitive he is.
Oh yeah, you know something. He's totally a focused player. He's got such a sense of humor, though. You know, he really gets into entertaining the crowd.
He's a character.
Oh,
Are you
he's
kidding
great.
me?
He's
He's
great.
awesome.
I remember Alex. In fact, we talked about it
Table
last
18,
night when
we got
Alex
Kevin
showed up.
O'Brien, Brian, and Raj Sundown on 18.
Alex said he was 16 years old when we met up in Snookers in
18,
Providence,
Kevin
Rhode
O'Brien
Island.
and Raj
And
Sundown
Alex got
on
into a
18.
challenge match with somebody that everybody knows. I don't want to mention any names. And Alex has a squeaky voice anyway at this age. But when he was 16, he was like a mouse, you know. And believe it or not, he was smaller.
He was a cub.
And
Yeah, he's small now.
And this big, gigantic pool player says, "Hey, Alex, you want to play some?" So Alex says, "Okay."
All right, Kevin O'Brien,
Okay.
18, Kevin O'Brien.
So
Yeah,
this
he's
big pool player, who's very intimidating, usually says, "Okay, I'll play you for 5,000 or 2,000 or whatever the case may be." He asked Alex, he says, "How much do you want to play for?" So Alex went in his pocket and he pulled out a huge knot of hundreds
This.
that you could hardly hold in your hand. And Alex said, "I want to play for this much." Nevertheless, they didn't play for that much.
Yeah.
And the bigger
Yeah,
pool
that's-
player lost.
It's not when you ask a guy for a game and he says and he jumps all over you, you know he's already he's ready to go.
well, draws first blood in this
Yeah,
set here.
he broke and ran out, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's like batting 1,000. Let's see if we can keep track of. I'm going to see if I can.
I'll leave
Kinda-
that up to Pat.
Yeah, no, I want to. Hopefully, you can make it easy if he breaks and runs out.
Well,
I
let's
can
see.
count to 1,000. But we have to watch that camera over there because they keep bumping the table. And I did go over there and tell him before. Not that you care.
I didn't
Like
say,
not you,
oh.
but like every, you know, I was like,
I
I'm
was
thinking to
gonna
myself,
say.
why am I saying this? Oh, he's 39 years old. Wow.
He's got to be in, mid
40s.
to upper
Nice.
mid to upper 30s. 'Cause I remember I met him in the 90s.
He's living a good life, except for that.
I met him in the 90s. He was he was young, pretty young then, so he's got to be up there.
All right. You guys saw him at the U.S. Open. And now you're seeing him right here at Steinway Billiards. Shu Kai Lun.
Hugh King Ling.
Shu King Ling? Is that how you say?
Hugh Kai Lung.
Yu
Hugh Kai Lung. And they call him
Shia,
Sai.
Shai,
Sai. Saya. Saya. Saya.
Saya.
Shia.
Saya. Well, that's
Saya.
what this is like his nickname. He's from he's around 27 years old and he's from Taiwan with the so we'll call him Saya.
How'd you pronounce his first name? Shu or you?
I think the H is silent, so,
So
it's
it's Shu.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call him Shu.
You want to call him Shu?
Yeah, I believe I heard Mark Wilson call him Shu, if I wasn't mistaken, when
Okay.
I was on the stream at the U.S. Open.
Well,
Jeremy Sosi,
And Mark's pretty good
21.
with names. He
Jeremy
knows a lot of
Sosi,
these players in
21.
different
well,
countries.
forgive us if we butcher the name.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Mark, for passing that along.
Well, I did-
Shu, we're going to call him Shu.
You call him Sue. I'm going to call him Saili. Saya. Saya.
Well, that's going to mix us up like a bowl of spaghetti
No,
with
we won't.
raviolis.
We're already mixed up with the name.
Shu.
But
We'll
Shu.
call him Shu.
All
Shu.
right.
Shu's good. It looks like Shane Van Boning lost his first match. He doesn't look too happy.
Yeah, he just walked by the booth and doesn't always show much expressions, but that one didn't seem like it was favorable.
Does anybody know who he played his first round?
No, I don't. Offhand, I don't.
I just got confirmation from Spanky, one of the players here in the tournament, that Shane lost on the hill. Hill.
Wow. Do we know to whom?
No, but they can see the live scoring at the link that Jimmy put in there. So
Eddie Cohen.
No.
Imagine how long we'd have to hear that story.
I'm going to reserve my comments. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good that you do.
Be nice.
Yeah, I am. I'm only teasing. All right, this looks like no trouble here.
Seems quite gentle at
So
the table.
nice and focused at the table. This whole coach crew from Taiwan have been going to school for years together in their academy and are trained, as we say here, they're trained killers.
Julie Ha's husband just filled me in on the right pronunciation of his first name is Shu. And now Shu ties it up 1-1.
I told you the H was silent.
Just want to be correct, that's all. I took Mark Wilson's lead, and I just confirmed it. I wanted to confirm it.
Mike DeSheen to table 15 and Duke Lamb on 15. Mike DeSheen and Duke Lamb on 15.
Well, this tournament is no gimme. We have a room full of killers. Killers on every table. Isn't that something?
I know I got the Kings of Billiards logo in here somewhere, and I'm just trying to eyeball it. All right, Shu, set the break. Watch the 8 and the 5 ball go towards the side pockets here. Ooh, that time it didn't go towards the side pockets. Look at the 10, though, as it found its way up table. What a break.
Wow. No.
And didn't drop.
No open cluster. I mean, no clusters. An open table. That's what Alex, or any player would love to come back to an open table this way.
Table 24, Carl Stewart.
Nice open break if he had made a ball, but right now he's
24, Carl Stewart.
might be in trouble this one.
Francisco Felicidad on table 24.
Su. Kai Moon Su.
And that's Jarrett, the jazz man, Kai Loon Su, giving us the, I don't know, everybody says it different, Jared, so.
Well, actually saying middle, last, first.
But their interpreter came over to us and gave us the inside scoop on the names.
I think we're good with Sue.
You know, Alex is such a terror in any aspect of the game. I mean, just doesn't matter if he's going to play snooker or one pocket. He's won the Derby City. I think he won just about every event at Derby City, I believe.
Isn't that something?
He completed that last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he take all the events? I thought Efren took the one pocket.
Well, you know, at one time or another.
Oh,
you
I
know.
see. I hear you.
I-
Either way, what an accomplishment.
yeah, I mean, he's just a tremendous player. He's a tiny guy with the heart of a lion. It's the truth.
Mm-hmm. When he got over nicely for that 6 ball. Again, there's no real open problems. Or, I'm sorry, obvious problems going on here on this rack. Just shoot the 6 and come out for the 7. Uh-oh. Scratch. Yowza. He had to swing that cue ball around. It just found its way to the top corner. Unfortunate scratch, and Sue back at the table welcoming that 3-ball run out here in order to take the lead. Taking the lead early in this rack right now. I'm sorry, early in this set, that is, to take the lead. Two 2-1.
I'm back on the job.
Oh, Troy is back.
Welcome back.
I was in the principal's office.
Mm-hmm. That was the dean.
Take a look at the folks in the background over there, just eating away here. It's just amazing. They have right behind that banner there that has the Simonis, Aramis, ACD, and Shane, and Phil, and Warren there, are tables, actually long tables set up, and low chairs. Then there's the bleachers, and then high top tables behind that. And it's just totally surrounded with folks. And you can not only watch the TV table, but if you're off to your right, there's a match going off, and you can turn around that way and watch the other
Yeah,
table.
that's Tony Robles against Coco de Velasque on that table.
Oh, Tony's playing Coca?
Coca, yeah. That's Coca sitting right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, no.
And he's playing Tony right there.
Coca can, he definitely can play, and he can hang with the best of them.
Absolutely.
Okay, 2-1. We're back in the action.
Shukailun up 2-1 against Alex the Lion Pagulayan.
Also
this
known
break.
as the Taiwan Typhoon. This is his nickname.
I didn't like that break.
That's courtesy of the
And
Jared
one-
the Jasmine.
there's
One
one,
fell and two's
two
gonna
drops.
Wow, they both look like they went in slow motion.
They really did. He's got a clip on the 3. He might actually be able to make it in the
yeah.
corner pocket.
Yeah, go 2 rails and come out.
Such a great.
He might be able to make that.
This is the
And if he
winning shot.
does, it really is, because it naturally brings him around. He gets around that 8-5, back up towards the 4 in the side.
Yeah, he's calling it. He might use a little bit of inside stuff just to hold
Just
up
to
the
hold
angle.
the cue a little, yeah.
Oh no, he's just going to spin out and play the 4 on the side instead of trying to play the 4 in the same pocket as the 3, which makes a lot of sense. This way here, it becomes just sort of what we call a road map. You know, 4 on the side, and then stop right there for the 5. And if he makes, this is key shot. He makes this open up the rack.
It'd be nice to make this and get dead straight on this 4. He hit that so
Oh.
bad.
He had to make the.
Oh, he didn't hit so
Three
bad.
points.
Gee whiz. Not condemning the guy.
Hey, I'm condemning.
not
him.
at all,
He
but
hit it
you
right
know
to the
what?
rail.
He might give this back because he's.
Oh,
this is of
that's
course.
right.
We
Yeah.
forgot about this modifier. He did give it back to him.
Yeah, Alex.
And this modified.
I don't know if I
Format.
give this back. He might
Format
make
here.
this. Oh, he.
No, he
what-
did give it
Why'd
back.
he bank it? Rail
He-
first? This
he
don't
gave-
go?
Well, the 7's in the way, and
Rail
if
first.
he does, he might see a clip of the 3, if that. But then, if you notice, the 5-8 is tied up
Tied
now
up,
too.
yeah.
So,
But he called the bank too, didn't
Yes.
he? Let's shoot again.
yeah, he might give this back too.
And if you're just signing on and
he
watching
does. He give it back.
and wondering why shooters keep shooting, it's a format of call shot, call safety. So your incoming player has his option of telling you to shoot again if you call the ball. If you're kicking at the 3, you got to call it. You got to call it in the corner pocket,
For
right?
sure, for sure. There's nothing obstructing the corner pocket. It's only a matter of.
Like the last 2 he tried to kick at, he called. He might be shooting again if he hits it bad. I think he's going to hit this one close,
I
though.
mean, I think the only thing, other than the fact that he's safe, I mean, the only reason why Alex is more comfortable giving this back is that 5-8 is tied up right
Yeah,
now.
and he's going 1 rail. It don't look
And
like
he might. Oh, I was just gonna say he might bust that up, but he'll bust it up now for sure. And Alex welcoming a ball in hand at this point.
He's just going to try and bump this 5 closer to the side.
Well, yeah. I mean, the 4 is right there
Yep,
close.
absolutely.
So all he's got to do is just tap it out. That's
Give it
all.
some pace, though. You don't want to leave it laying on a
Oh,
rail.
for sure.
A little too
Yeah,
hard.
Send it up. That's all right. He's still. There's nothing in the way.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the way. Now, quick up and down with the cue ball.
One rail.
Put him. Yeah, we'll put him right onto that 5.
Dead center of the table. Give yourself angle for the 6.
Sure. Ooh, looks like it slowed down. Right.
It's enough angle, though.
It is.
Yeah, he's going to play the 7 in the after the 6. Play the 7 in the corner, not the side. This way you can just
Do you notice
Stop.
You notice the little lion on his shirt?
keep.
You notice the little lion on his shirt?
No, I wasn't paying attention to his shirt. I was paying attention to more or less, you know, Alex being a small gentleman had to stretch just for that cue ball where it lied, you know.
Absolutely.
He's so flexible. Behind his back, he can shoot. I mean, it's just amazing. A lot of the Filipinos can do it. Played the table, perfect. Got a little straighter than he wanted to be, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's actually going towards the other rail, the other long rail a little bit, but so he's just going to bring it back a couple inches maybe.
It's good.
He
Kind
might
of
go,
a
he's
punch-
going to go to the
kind of a
rail. Yeah,
punch shot here.
yeah, that's a good shot. That makes it easier. See, he's smiling.
He's always smiling. He's such a ham.
Well, he's having fun, and that's what it's all about. You don't look a day over 16.
I know someone mentioned before how he's like,
Late 30s.
yeah, he's 39 or something.
And
Surprising.
this is what keeps you young, having a good time.
Yeah, get nice and close, nice angle, nice and straight. Boom. That's how you want to shoot that. The ball that gives you the point. Nice and easy.
There you go. Tied it too.
2 apiece. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Tommy Seminara Jr., our ace in the hole. We know you're out there. It's only a hop, skip, and a walk for you, buddy. You know, I've been traveling the country.
You know, didn't he say he was going to show up that second day? At
He did,
Gotham?
and I didn't hold him to it, and I didn't mention it. He did say he was coming down, but he had better things to do. He's got
Well,
priorities. He's got
I
family,
never.
and I think he was actually doing photography on all the trees and the colors of the fall and how it changes, and wishing everybody happy Halloween. So he was busy.
Well, listen,
He's a
Nature
good
Boy.
man.
Listen, Nature Boy, Tommy. We missed you at that one, and we missed you here. I would have loved to have seen you. It's been years since I've seen you. We've talked.
Wow, beautiful
though.
break.
This is scary. The
Yeah,
two
this
ball to the 10. I think the two would go. You know, you just play it
Yeah.
speed.
Only thing is that other ball on the side, so you really don't want to move the cue ball too much, right?
Right?
That's correct.
You mean the other ball on the side?
The four, is that the three or four?
The 4.
That's the 4.
And colors.
Is he come in between? Is that what he's trying?
He's gonna,
You mean come below the 2?
Yeah.
That's the hard
That's
shot, being
awfully
where
precise.
the 5 is and the 4.
well, if you juice it up and draw it, you can get there, but it's
Oh, no, I didn't mean draw. I'm
You-
talking about back and forth.
back
yeah.
in the Z shot almost.
Yes.
You don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to, but they're aggressive. They do things like that.
Yeah,
I'm
if it's
aggressive, I
called
do that.
for. If it's
Well,
called
yeah.
for.
I think he looked at it first, though. Cause
Oh, he definitely weighed out all his options right now. He does that before he gets down to shoot. Let's see what he comes up with. Looks like he's just going back and forth and staying on top of the table there. He's going to go between the 8 and just come back
He's gonna
across
play
the
that.
table.
Well, he's gonna not do well. Well, you know what? They were playing bank pool before, so
Do you think he can
yeah,
bank?
we were. we were.
yeah.
Before they started the tournament, we were playing bank pool, and me and him and Warren, Roberto Gomez, and Jundal.
Banking is cross side. The 10 is concerning him because he doesn't want to hit the 10 behind it. He doesn't want to hit the back door of the 10 and have possibility of scratching. He's going to have to drag the cue ball
And back at a 10, yeah,
and then
that's
spin
tight.
up. And then you got to
Get it high enough.
You got to remember the angle you're coming off of the rail going towards the side pocket. But Alex is going to go for the bank anyway.
That's a shot out, but you know what? He took two.
Justin
That's
Hall
a
and
second
Josh Roberts on 13.
second time getting
Hall.
down, looking
Josh
at it.
Roberts,
He hasn't
13.
committed to it yet. So now that's what I think he's focusing in on. What he's going to commit to.
Well, he like I said, he won the bank pool down in Derby, so he's capable of doing just about
Yeah,
any
he just
shot.
called it. Now he's ready. He locked into the shot.
Watch the cue ball. Don't scratch in the side pocket because he's going to drag it with speed.
I don't kiss the 10 behind either. Hey,
Overcooked it a little bit.
just a little.
And left it for Mr. Shu, the Taiwan Typhoon.
Yeah, he chanced the game on that. He definitely had a good safe too there. He had a good safe opportunity.
He did, but again, they get aggressive, and they can, because, I mean, he banks so well. He feels confident with that bank shot.
Yeah, it wasn't the bank that had him because it was an easy cross side bank, short bank. He had that cue ball in mind, and
I think it was he just wanted to make sure he didn't kiss the back of that 10
yeah,
straight
scratch.
out,
Yeah,
which is why he went a little wide. The cue ball went a little further. Because he hit the top part of that side pocket with that cue ball, with that ball.
It's so nice to just sit back when you get two champions like this, and just take in how they're just rolling the ball or stunning it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they play pure. All of these, you know what? We have 80 pure players or 90 pure players in this room right now that are like super tough. There's even the weaker of the bunch are open players,
Right.
which is really got 120 of the greatest players on the planet here today.
For sure. And 3-2 now. She was taking the lead.
too slow. Jimmy, post up the brackets on AZB.
Thank you, Jimmy. Wild Eyes Creations. And they got these fancy chalk holders, T-shirts, many other products. Go by and check them out, guys. They're on board with AZB TV right now. WildEyesCreations.com. Back to the match as Mr. Shoe leads here at 3-2. A racing to 9. You are watching the 4th annual Steinway Classic. I'm upstate out with AZB TV. We have the original Diana, Snooky Rojas in the booth, along with Troy, a.k.a. New Jersey pool player, in the chat.
That's me.
Trying to call the action.
Thank you for having us, Al, once again.
Yeah, doors
Here
always
we are
open.
again, right?
Doors always open.
Like the 3
3-2.
amigos over here.
How about Mole, Larry, Curly, and Curly's sister?
But don't look like he's going to make anything on this break. That a lot of power on that break.
Yeah, but again, I mean, you know what? You would think, because this has been consistent now. I mean, okay, it's been early in the match, but he's broken, not left. I'm sorry, he hasn't made a shot. I'm sorry. Am I tongue-tied? What's going on?
No, you're
He
all
has
right.
not made a ball, but
a
has
break.
left an
Let
open
me take
rack.
the light off of you. Go ahead.
He has not. He's failed to make a ball, but's left an open rack for Alex to get in there.
Watch this. He could wind up right between them.
He's all right.
He's good. That was close, though.
Yeah.
Awfully close.
Yeah, he didn't want to be bumping into those, but he was happy enough making a 1 ball. So what does he have here? He's going to have to accept the long shot on his 3.
He can go forward here. You can cheat these pockets. Hit the inside left.
Oh, and go 2 rails and come out?
Yeah,
that's
spin out 2
That's a
rails.
good shot. Instead of taking a real long
I think
shot.
he's taking a 2 out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get up there a little more.
He's still good. He can make that. Even if he stopped it or just barely.
It'll give him angle to get to the 5. Absolutely. Just stay away from the 8. Pinch it back about 4 inches.
I think he's good. Even if he stops and it gets a little close to the 8 like that.
I
He's
see,
good.
Al, I see your our buddy Tino from Canada sharing all the links.
Thank you, Tino. Yeah, I sent his other half
Table
a
17,
pass.
George Rodriguez and Mike
Because
Wall.
these guys, they really helped out at the Turning Stone, and they do a lot for pool up there in Canada. Thank you, Tino. I can't see the chat from here, my friend. I want
I
to
don't
say,
know if he's in the
happy
chat, but-
birthday to Hannah.
Someone's birthday today?
No, not today. I believe it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
I'm just going to play this in the corner side. All right, you're going to have to get to the short side. And he got bad. I don't know if he got a little angle. He might have got an angle going into the 7 there, or the 10.
I don't know. I think he's good.
Yeah, he's got to get the backside.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least he bumped him out earlier.
Yeah, yeah. I think he would have rather been down a couple inches, but that's all right. He's just going to
Off the rail would have been better.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what it is. He's not, so now he's only forced to go forward here.
But once he gets here, and he feels comfortable with this shot, this should be no more trouble after here. He got a little straight on it too, so he's going to be heading towards the long rail and back on the rail, but that's not a problem because the 9 is up there pretty good. So he's good here. Even when you get the key shot that opens everything up, you in this game you can't let up. You have to even give the easier shots as much attention.
Right. Well, it's easy to get careless with a shot sometime, and all guilty of doing that.
And really, Shu didn't do anything wrong here. He just broke and come up dry.
Yeah.
You know, so Alex about to take advantage of this and go up this another beat and make this score. It's 3-3 tie ball game, and I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah, and Alex grinded through that a little bit. You know, he didn't get perfect on every shot that he wanted to, but he fought his way through it, which is
Don't lie, it was easy. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Okay, it's easier for them. Tied up 3-3. Race to 9.
What do you say, Al? Hill?
Yeah, that's why I'm liking it. You know.
Well, it has the early makings of it, but we'll have to see.
Oop, I got the wrong one up there. Sorry about that, folks. Where am I? I got the wrong one up there. Now what did I do? I got something wrong here.
That's Al talking to
There
himself.
we go. Yeah, I got so much open on the
Yeah, if you're
film.
someone might on the chat, I know they're looking for the brackets themselves besides the scoring. Try
Just go to AZ Billiards, go to the forums, go to the live stream section, and click on the 4th annual Steinway Classic, and that's where Jimmy put them, right?
yeah, I believe so, but someone's saying that, you know, it's because someone took a picture of them and the writing and stuff is, the brackets are so big. You might want to try also.
Here you go, right here. I'm going to flash it on the screen. There you go. That's the link. Take a screenshot of that.
That's a live scoring. They're talking about the brackets.
Yeah, try the Predator Pro-Am Tour, too, that website. See if someone might have it up there. Tony might have placed it up
All
there.
right, Alex Pagulayan got the one ball.
And he played it safe.
Tucked him in there pretty good and married him up.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, should he get ball in hand? He's got a nice open rack. I mean, this is good. This is a one rail kick. That's
Yeah.
about it. I mean, he's got to make sure that he gets the right side of the ball, either in the face or to the right side of the ball and not the left. Left side of the ball might have insta-scratch him. Well,
You scratch.
he scratched, but he hit it, but he scratched. He did not make it to the rail. I don't know if I would have stopped that ball right there.
Yeah, Alex is going to punish him here.
That's one way to say it. Again, nice open rack. That's what any player would want, obviously. Ball in hand, open rack. Another little road map here. That's it. Just pocket the 2. He's got give himself a little angle, get out to the 5. I mean, to get on the 4, to get on the 5. There goes the little angle.
This tournament, this Steinway Classic, the 4th event, also brought to you by Predator Pro-Am. This is more like Predator Pro tournament.
Well,
There's not
yeah,
many.
you could say that.
Not many. And even the AMs, I wouldn't consider an A+ amateur.
There's some pretty strong amateur players. in
They're
this
not
tournament, so.
amateurs. They're A's open player almost, you know.
You know, I'm surprised he drew that out, and he did it so nicely. He just barely passed by that 7. I thought he was going to go out one rail forward and stop somewhere in the middle of the table.
It was a nice touch with the speed,
It
right?
was,
It was
absolutely. And I mean, it was beautiful. It's just that it was, I would have been afraid to get caught behind the 7, and he bypassed that 7 nicely. So,
he's not. I don't think he's afraid of anything.
no
shot, you know.
It's beautiful. I mean, that cue ball control just goes to show you. I mean, uh-oh, he overdrew.
Yeah, he's going to be
Took it up.
okay.
He's good, but
Close to his work.
sure. This is where I mean, he could come out.
Cue ball's going to come out hot.
3 rails, for sure.
Well, 3 rails.
Might come out a 4th. 1, 2, 3. There goes 4.
That's a
It
nice
might
shot.
hit a 5th shot. There we go.
Right
Side
inside.
pocket. Just so he didn't want to have to shoot that combination. He did not have an open shot to that corner pocket. But he's good now. Side pocket. Gives himself a little angle to get back over to the 10.
They had the Calcutta earlier, and I was surprised. When he went off, I was like, wow, man, I think this, he's one of the favorites, I think. He could win this, you know?
Well, the crowd seems to think so in the whole this morning thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think he went for a bargain, actually. Nice shot.
All right, Alex reclaims the lead at 4.
Let's watch the. It seems to me he's playing these two front balls, the 8 and the 7 on the side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. I think those two front balls are the ones that they've been playing.
Yeah, because
a lot of times
he's playing like it's 70% on a smash him up break. And
right, and he
and
is
parking the cue
he
ball.
is in fact smashing them. Yeah.
Watch the 8. And everything else, if anything else goes, like the two balls on the corner, they usually go around.
Well, that's usually what most players play. They do the smash break, but it's not quite a cut break, but they do smash them, and then usually the two corner balls. In this case, every rack it's going to be the 2-3 because that's the format as far as how they're racking. 1 in the front, 2-3 in the end corners, and of course the 10 in the middle.
Right.
But most players rely on one of those two to either
And you know what?
come around.
It's an actual shot that you have to kind of hit perfect for that ball to go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
okay, should play the safe.
that's why I like 10 ball, by the way,
Yeah.
more than 9 ball, because 9 ball, they play. Sometimes it's kind of routine where they hit them medium speed. They play the cut break.
Right.
The corner ball goes in, and
I think it's hard.
it's
You
the
can.
layout. The layout's like
You
rudimentary.
can. You obviously can play a cut break on a 10-ball rack, but because you got a 10-ball stack to chip at, it's kind of rough. I think from what I see, unless you can chip break it, you can cut break it.
Chip break.
Yeah, I meant to say cut, and I'm thinking chip. No, because sometimes you might chip it. Whatever.
Chip
Thank
a
you.
tooth.
Yeah. No, you cut break, but you cut and break a 10-ball, and a 10-ball rack. You might leave some clusters.
Right.
Not everything is gonna take. That little cut.
Right. It's not like I
open
was
up.
saying. You're not going to cut break and leave a roadmap
Right.
at like 9 ball. You make a ball. It seems like everything's just laying nice.
I don't know about you, but I'd be scared to say those words. You're not going to leave a roadmap, because it just seems to me that anytime any player that is of this caliber, when they get up to the table, they kind of see it like a roadmap.
It's quick.
It's scary.
It's
you know what I
usually
mean?
quick, too,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Their patterns that they pick out.
Right.
And not only that, they're secondary. They got plan B. You know what I mean?
Right, in case
they
they
get low on it.
in case
or
they
high.
overshoot it or something.
Yeah, right.
This is tough right here. He might want to bump to 7 here. Take a chance.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good shot.
that's a good shot there.
Yep. He's
I was thinking because if he bumped it, he's gonna have to bump it pretty
hard. Yeah.
Any softer would get right behind it.
He
He's
got
good.
why bump it when he can get an angle
Get
for
an
it?
angle, absolutely. And that was our plan A and his plan B.
Yeah.
Right.
And he tickled the 9 a little bit. So
Coochie coo.
now he's thinking, where do I want to get on a 5 so I can get back to the 6, which makes it easiest. If you can get on a spot where you rack the 1 ball.
Here's a good example where he's got to think several balls ahead. I mean,
Absolutely,
we
all
as
the time
players,
he does.
yeah, we always think 2, 3 balls ahead. Sometimes these guys have to think more than that.
Stevie Moore and Brooke Myers, table 16.
Wow, he left himself
Well, you know what happened on the initial shot when he rubbed the 9, it slowed his cue. He played the cue ball with perfect speed to get a little straighter on that fall, but since he rubbed that 9, he got
Took a little pace off
Right.
This
it.
is
Yeah.
good. He's just going to draw it back. He's
So
going
he's
to
just
draw it past the
recouping.
7 there, just like
He got
that.
bad on it.
No, he didn't.
No,
Not yet.
he tipped it.
Told you he got bad on it.
He didn't get bad on it.
He got perfect on it now. Because the 7, I'm sorry, the 6. What is wrong
Wait.
with me today?
He's good. He got a
The
little
6
ankle.
gave him a little angle.
I think your brain is thinking quicker than your lips, or your lips are thinking quicker than your brain. How about that? Slow down, guys. Slow down.
I'm trying
This
to
is
run
only
out
the
for
second
him.
match, and you guys are doing 900 miles an hour.
You know what? I'm so excited about
Yeah, me
these
too.
matches, really. And
I'm only kidding with you.
And
you know
I
that.
love, you know what?
He
You know
almost
what I
missed that.
love to do. I love watching these matches, and if I'm doing commentary and I'm talking about some of the shots, I like that I'm right about certain things.
Oh, yeah.
I watch these guys and
But
say, you know, they're gonna shoot this and do
But
that.
don't get
and-
discouraged if you're not right.
No, of
because
course not.
I got a closet full of not being right.
Not
Listen.
me.
Believe me when I tell you.
I'm good with not being right sometimes. You know
Oh,
why? Because he just, you know, either he or she, whoever it is I'm watching, just gave me another option to the same shot. So
Al, I'm going with like what Earl tells you to do.
That's right. Earl is always right. Trust me.
You say every option, every shot that you can think of before he shoots it, and you're good to go.
The Taiwan Typhoon ties it up at 4 apiece.
pair of 4s.
Hill, I see. Yeah, and it's getting back to 10 ball and a break, and you're not going to see too many big packs put together, like a big run of 5 or 6 racks. You'll see them. It's just like 9 ball when they start getting the breakdown, but this 10 ball break is sensitive. It's not like you're just going to knock the wing ball in, you know. Hit a little cut shot, knock the wing ball in, and off you go. It's almost too easy.
You know, here we go again. See, now he's not using he's using a closed hand bridge. He was using an open hand bridge at one point, and what
Watch the
came up.
scratch.
This is what I was talking about before. But let's see what he plays here.
Watch the scratch.
Ay, ay, ay.
What happened there?
Commentator's jinx.
Huh? No, I called it.
I know.
I could see where he
Check
was
out the-
aiming. He needs to be over another inch or two.
Check out the 210. There's no clusters here, but check out the 210. Either way. He's looking. He looked down at it.
Oh, the 210. I thought 210 was like a police code or something for the pretty girl. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just a,
Table 25, Matt Vigera and Ruben Batista, 25. Matt Vigera and Ruben Batista, table 25.
Just want to say hi to my friend Arturo Reyes, who is at work in the Hamptons. It's still watching us. He says hello.
Hi, Arturo. Look at his 2-10 combination shot right here.
Did I call it? I
The old-
told you.
all 210's very pretty looking right now.
Isn't it though?
Alex.
Puts another one up and takes the lead once again, 5-4 in a race to 9.
And as you look at the Shu sitting in a chair,
He looked like he was
Well-
meditating, wasn't
well composed and just waiting for his chance to get back at the table.
Sweat this shirt. Now you got a good shot at what I was talking about. The Lion, his AP, Alex Pagulayan, his own shirt.
This is rack your own, 1 ball on a spot. I believe Tony, if they're not racking well, you're able to push the one up to like a half a ball or so, like try and keep it on a spot. But most of the cloths here are new right now, and they should have no problem getting them tight. which is important. You need those 3 balls frozen in the front, bare minimum, to make well, actually, all the way
Well,
up to the
looks
last
like,
3, so you can get that 8 and 6 to move towards the side. I'm sorry, I'll go.
Looks like we got a player timeout as Alex Pagulayan takes a break. So we'll be right back
So-
in a short while.
Now that okay, so now they're on a break. So now I can talk to you about what I was saying about Shu's break. He was doing an open hand break before, open bridge.
Right.
He didn't let the cue ball loose too much, but he came up dry. Now he did a close hand bridge, decided to pop the break a little bit, and unfortunately
Well, he's
scratched.
going to have to adjust, yeah.
But he hasn't. I haven't seen him adjust anywhere on the table, which
Ah.
is what most players would have done by
Would do,
now.
right. He likes breaking dead
He just
center.
he's just off the spot, and seems to be coming pretty direct to the stack. But he made a change only from open to close hand bridge. Other than that,
See the break right back here? That's Tony getting ready to hit him. Tony has one of the better 10-ball breaks, I have to say. He hits them hard, maybe too hard sometimes in 10-ball. I watch Shane break too. He's got one of the best 10-ball breaks, and he doesn't hit them as hard as I thought he would hit them. When I
right.
started observing more and more and more, and I kind of clock everything at like miles per hour. Like your hardest break that you can do is 100 miles an hour. Or 100.
There ain't nobody breaking.
No, I'm 100%, like 100%.
Oh, okay.
So these are my numbers in my head. It's like if you break 100%, say I can break 100%, that's like 30-something miles an hour. But this 10-ball break, I think you have to break at like 70, 65, and just pop
Oh,
it.
okay. Using it as an
Right,
example.
and
Gotcha.
like a barometer, like my numbers. And if you hit it at that 65, 70, and just kind of pop the cue ball jumps a little bit. It jumps off the 1, it parks itself, and the 6 and the 8 go towards the side.
When you wake up, apologize. There's so many things in there. There's so many aspects of the break. It's crazy. I mean, just if you come off a little bit to the left or the right, we're back
here
in
we go.
action. Wow, that was quick.
That was a quick break.
Yeah,
All right, that's
Sometimes
good.
that's all you need.
let's see what he does.
5-4, Alex Pagulayan going into game
Yeah.
10 for the snap.
Yeah, Alex got that breakdown.
There's the 8, which
That's
was
the
the
break.
second ball on the left. Went right into the side pocket.
Nothing.
He just let the cue ball go a little bit, that's all.
He did that.
But that was pretty much perfect shot. Let's call it not a break shot. It is
Right,
a
a
shot.
shot.
It's a shot.
It's a break shot.
I've been, I was over there before with Sean Alaska when we were talking, and the last time before he left for the Open, we were discussing the break for a lengthy portion of time, and we were going over some things. And
I'm sorry, I like Alex just to put this 1 ball on the short rail up by the 6
Absolutely.
and bring the cue ball behind the 5, 10, 7 area. You see the shot?
yeah, that's a good shot.
Absolutely.
It's hard to get that cue ball that far,
When you're
though.
on the rail like that, it makes it
I was
tougher.
thinking of the 9.
But
I
could
thought you
do
were
it.
going to bump it into the 9 and just leave him in back of the 9. That's a shot, too.
Push out. How about that?
I like that. Now he sees a clip.
You ain't getting this back.
I don't think so. I mean, he's pretty much saying, I dare you to do something. You know what I mean? Like,
Come on, he says, play safe. Oh, no, he gave it back to him. What's your shot?
What? I can't see the chap mirror. Is somebody
3
complaining
ball.
about something? I don't
I
understand.
don't know.
the whole live scoring thing that we're not. It has
Oh,
nothing to do
yeah.
with us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I made a statement before about that. We are not in control of the live scoring. It has nothing to do with us.
What are they actually saying? I can't see from here.
Just there was that they're not clear that the brackets and the things like that. More
Is that
like
about
more
the
so the
The
brackets.
photo or online?
I think
The
it
mo-
was
the-
both the brackets and the live scoring. That people are like, where are they? our hands are tied. We're just gonna.
Well, I'd like to help out if I can.
Right, right.
Well,
All right.
I mean,
Let me-
it is.
And Jimmy's
it-
been putting them up on AZ and
I mean,
giving
technically,
the
it's
Gotham link.
not in our hands. We just kind of, kind of help with promote and report to what's going on. But, I mean, as I said before, they're a little, shorthanded as far as, doing the live scoring.
Here
I
you
just
go.
want to
And-
know
and we
what the
try.
what I just want to know what the issue is.
No issue.
There is no issue.
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
really.
All right.
Jimmy just put the live scoring up. I think the brackets themselves.
All clear.
It's not. It's done on that sheet that we go to look at.
No. It's, oh.
And-
The
Okay.
brackets
and-
themselves. So
and-
when they zoom in, it gets blurry and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Snooki,
again,
can you go
that's
type?
not-
Can you
that's-
go type all
No,
those
no, no,
names
no,
in?
no. Snooki's busy right now.
Hey, I did
All right,
enough
back to the
clerical
match. It
work.
looks like Tony Robles is right on top of this one here. I don't know what happened. I took my eye off the match to look at the chat, and I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Okay, I don't know what happened either because I was talking to you about all that. The good thing is that we're up and running, doing great job. I hope everyone at home is enjoying, despite what's going on in the chat. I hope everyone is enjoying the tournament, our commentary, our banter, our jokes, stories, and what have yous.
Yeah, in the chat, we're going to look over once in a while. If you have a question, maybe just if you can earmark it with.
Can we listen in to Tony?
他打防守是他没有讲，可是这球是要吊球，我知道，不是每个吊球都要说吗？
Okay, I hear the issue already. What's happening is it's call shot, call safety, and since Alex played a safety and didn't call safety, Shu is saying, I don't know if he was calling a shot or he was just playing safety. So that's what it's all about. And Tony's explaining is that if it was obvious, then it should be okay. That considering a safe, in other words, he slow rolled it. I'm
Right,
assuming that he slow rolled it to get the safe behind the 9.
Right.
So that's all it's about. And the interpreter's in there right now. And there we go. It's quite all right.
Yeah.
And you could probably rest assured from now on that Alex will call the safety whether it looks obvious
Or not.
just to avoid any kind of discrepancies.
Yeah, you should have to. If it's questionable, you should let your opponent know. But you know what? Alex is an honorable guy. I would
Well,
say.
he didn't go for the bank if he just loaded up, rolled it
Right.
like that.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah, you should. With this format, if you're kicking at balls or whatever, you should just say call safe, call it in the side.
You know, I believe in what you're saying. You're playing world champions status here. Let's call everything. Call your safe and call your shots. I
Right.
agree with that, but you know,
There's
respect for each other
to
too.
a point.
Yeah.
Right. Like this one ball line, I know you're shooting at. I know you're shooting at it.
Wow!
If
What a
you-
shot!
Yeah. If you're not shooting at it, Al, like if he wasn't shooting at that one,
Yeah.
then you call safe. You know what I'm saying? If he says,
Yeah. Right. That's
Right.
what. Yeah. Obviously.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gentleman's game. No offense.
Hey. Nah, I don't play in one tournament. All of a sudden, it's all
What a nice
gentlemen.
shot! But Alex got
Oh,
trapped up behind the
no.
10 ball. He snapped the 7 and the 10
He's
apart.
got to go to the air with
He's
this
all right.
one.
Nah, he can bend this ball.
I don't know if he can bend the ball.
Absolutely. Got a big rail there.
Well,
Speed's important. That's all. Get in. He said something there. I don't know what he said,
Hey.
but he wasn't too happy. He is going to the air.
see, I know what I'm talking about.
Well, no,
That's a
it's
fe-
just a
listen,
different shot.
Do you
Well,
want to know what
happened
it
there?
is? It's a fellow short person thing.
Oh,
Okay, he's short. I'm short. I know we would have to go to the air with this.
I got you.
All right, you're 7 feet tall. What are you, 6'4"?
Yeah, around there, a little taller. But if with the new cloth, and if you, it's a nice, easy way to bend the ball too,
I
because
understand.
because you have a big rail there, and because you can lose a cue ball here like that.
I think he's still good. He got eyes on it. Did you see him look
Yeah.
at that thing while
See,
he
but
walked
now
off?
if he bent it right and he played the long rail first, you come off the rail real hot onto the ball, and you kick that 5, and you have a definite shot.
I just noticed Alex's case. It's got the Mets colors.
Does
You don't see it? Orange and blue.
I guess that's orange. It's not orange. The Mets
Okay.
orange.
You know what? I'm more involved in the whole series thing right now. New York, the Mets, the
Yeah.
Royals.
Miles will like it now because tonight could be their last game for the season, right? Well,
I'm gonna have eyes on all the screens here.
what time's that game, by the way?
It should be
8
around
o'clock?
7-ish. What time is it now?
Yeah, 8 o'clock probably, I would imagine.
It's usually one of those.
There's no baseball.
7:10 thing. All right, I just made an observation that I
Nice
saw.
shot.
Nice. Oh no.
Any
And Sue jumps right out of his seat. Did you see that?
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, he's
That
been
was a
so
good
calm
shot.
and collective, and he totally jumped right out of his seat right there. Actually smiled.
Alex has a bumperless hoppy style butt, and he did give that a little bit of a. It wasn't like a mad thing. It was more of a, I scratched. I hit
Yeah,
it good
yeah.
and I scratched, but that's really not too good for the bumperless.
And he
use.
came with a one-liner right after that.
Yeah,
too.
I think we didn't hear what he said. I think he said you got. I think he referred something back to like the push and the shot. He's like, I think I pushed.
That's him. That's him. You heard it right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, look at the determination
Yeah, don't
and the
expect this.
complete focus of Mr. Shute.
Yeah, don't expect the same looseness from the Taiwanese as you do the Filipinos. Because they do play with a certain flair. The Filipinos,
Yes.
they really nice, and I tend to like that style. We're going to be knotted up here pretty soon.
Well, it's been game for game. No one has had. There's no been.
They're battling each rack.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There has not been a 2-game lead. It's 1-1-1-1.
Right.
Mike Yetnick, Pika, 24.
There's been a few mistakes here and there. If you break dry and it's a wide open space, well, we got 5-5 here, folks. And the guys are just getting out. And they're battling that back and forth. I think the key to this is who's going to make a ball, not get in trouble, and run out. You think it's going to go hell?
I mean, I know that everyone at home would want to see a home match,
Right.
of course. And, anyone here watching, spectators. But it's going to come down to whether or not Sue can control this break. Because so far it's turned over, a favorable rack over to Alex.
I predict
this
right
point.
here, Shu's going to break, make a ball, and run out.
Well, let's see what he does, because he has yet to move that cue ball from where all he did was change variation on his on his bridge at that point. It just
He can't get a good rack now.
well, I think he just wants to question.
He's trying to push them up a little bit, make them roll. He needs to. He's not happy with it because he hasn't made a ball, so he's trying to. I don't know why he's worried about those back balls too much.
Well, he's just putting everything into the stack. That's what he's petting those back row balls, but it's pretty much he's just trying to get something
Right.
nice and snug in there. All right, so he's come up with something. Now let's see what he does with this break. Open hand, closed hand.
After all that, he gave
And-
himself a slug rack.
Oh God, isn't that something? Sometimes you think and
Well,
oh
they
my
look
God,
pretty good.
look.
He's going off the
there
rail.
you go. He's going off the rail. I told you. It's fun to be right.
Jason Shaw and Mike Duchesne did that a few tournaments back, and they moved it to this location, and Jason was making a lot of balls. He have even won that tournament.
Yeah, but here we are at 5-5, and he finally moved that a little
Nothing.
bit. I mean,
Too hard.
At least he tried something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he finds that this doesn't work, then maybe we might see a change again.
When you say try again.
Well, I mean, if you're not producing and you're halfway through the set here,
Yeah.
I mean, we're over the hump here. We're at 5-5.
I'm going to call it a move, but how about, you see this is happening?
Mm-hmm.
How about if you give the Alex the ball and say you break, on your break? I can't make a ball. Because this is pretty much you're pretty much selling out right here, right?
I don't know if I call it that.
Not selling out,
I
but
know.
you relinquish an open table to
Yeah, but selling out would be like,
a super pro player.
I don't know. I just think.
What's he batting on the
Now,
break?
let me tell you something.
What's he batting on the break? 0.
All right. I know. I made that observation.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
That's a
out
great
loud.
shot, but does he have the window?
Yeah,
between
I think
the
he's
10
got
and
it
the
out.
3?
I don't even think he has to do anything with it. Just draw it back and play it in the same corner, or does he want to take a chance and kind of get over to 5 a little bit in the 8? That's what he's looking at right now. I like drawing it back a little bit. Oh, he's looking at the side. You don't want to go too close to them balls. He can get this cue ball closer to the middle of the table. Even if you leave yourself a little long, you're okay.
Right.
Oh, he needs to get back over to the 5 too, though. There you go. How about you do that?
Sure. Ooh. That's perfect. Perfect angle for that 4 to get to the 5.
And you know what? He was able to let his stroke out a little bit too, which helps.
Yeah.
Once in a while, you get to juice one up.
I love it. I love it.
Now he's going to get back down into focus and just knock these balls off. He's going to get a little angle for this 5.
Well, either he comes back off the rail, or leaves this angle. That was mine. He beat me to the punch.
He wants to get in the same line as the 9 ball to the 6 right here.
Yeah.
Would be nice. But anywhere on that rail would be good too. You don't have to.
It is, as long as
It's
he
not-
doesn't end
it's
up
not, like,
flat, which is
critical.
fine. Look, he's perfect.
Played every part of that pocket, I'll tell you that much.
Perfect.
Wiped its feet out.
Yeah, he sure did wipe his feet.
He's right in line with that 9 to the 6.
Jason Shaw, table 20. Miguel Batista and Jason Shaw, table 20.
Look at the snooker stands with the bridge.
He plays snooker a little bit, or
Yeah, he
just
plays it a lot of bit. He plays everything a lot of bit.
a lot of bit.
He's a well-rounded player. I love it.
The only reason he didn't make Jimmy White's tournament is because he was down at the U.S. Open. But Jimmy White had up at the Corner Banks in Canada had a great tournament. Like handicap 6 red, if I'm not mistaken, and 20,000 added.
Oh,
added
nice.
Yeah, that took place, I believe, somewhere within the dates of the U.S. Open or just before it. And that's why we didn't hear the likes of Jimmy White, who happens to be a great commentator. And that was his first major tournament in his new pool room.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. That's nice.
And he's all class, so he wanted to be on scene and make sure everything ran smooth.
Uh-oh.
And I heard it was a great tournament.
He fell short, but he's still
all right.
good, but he still fell short. He didn't want to be there. He wanted to come well above.
He's pushing 3 rails.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe a little light. Might be a little light. He's okay, though. Alex makes 10 out of 10 here.
10 out of 10 now?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, there you have it. Alex Pagulayan takes the lead 6-5.
Now, on the other hand, Snook,
Yeah.
Alex has been breaking pretty well. He's
Right.
been making balls, losing the cue ball a little bit.
Yes, and the one too.
Yeah, but he's been doing real good.
For the most part, like you said, good break. Loses the cue a little. Loses the one. The one it seems to be because
The one's going
the
to
one goes up towards the short rail.
Brunswick, right?
Yeah, right where he's standing, and then he loses it. I mean, it's only because he's hitting it a little harder. See, there goes the one going up to the short rail.
How do you like that break?
And how you like that one? That one opened up nicely for him. But
Only
nothing pushed that cue ball anywhere. You know what I mean?
That would be a perfect 10-ball break right there.
That was perfect.
If you can can that, he's in good shape.
I like that. Can that.
He'd be the winner.
Get a 6-pack of that stuff.
I need a case.
Well, yeah, maybe a case. 6-pack might get you just 6 games. Like, keg that. How about that?
Brian Yee, Darren Appleton on 18.
Wow, that ball took off.
Yeah.
Darren Appleton, table 18.
He's still good.
Yeah, he might want to go. He's going to consider bumping the 7 here, but he can also go in between them, come out 2 rails.
I like the
in
bump.
between the 7.
I think the bump works.
I don't. I think I'm going to go 2 rails because the bump you
He's
might-
looking at the bump because it's almost natural that he bumps that thing.
He almost slides past it. If you bump it, I think you can take a chance of going into the side.
No, I meant bump under it. Bump underneath it.
Oh, a little less speed.
Yeah.
Kill a cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
See when he feels comfortable. What shot he pulls out of his hat. Yeah, there you go. That's a better shot. Commit to that.
He is looking at all options there.
Yeah, I think you commit to going 2 rails, a little high left. Kills the ball a little bit. Nice and easy. Pocket speed.
That's what I was worried about. So,
Right.
chancy.
Perfect. He got a
It's
little.
good. It's just he had to go. He had to make sure he passed that 9.
No, now he's got to draw because he doesn't have room to follow. Or he got a little unfortunate there. He hit that well. Another 2 inches or so over, he'd be.
This is some shot, though. He's got to force the cue ball between the 10-7, snap the cue ball around. Watch
No,
this
he
shot.
can.
That's a
He's
shot.
going
Oh,
to
he's
draw
gonna throw
before the
straight back?
7. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, he went straight back.
he hit it real nice too. He's still, he came up a little short, and he's got a little work to do. And not only
see what
that,
I mean? We're short.
Not only-
Well, you know something, that cue ball past the side pocket like that for a normal average-sized person is still a stretch.
oh, absolutely.
You know, you got to put the extension on the butt of your cue to get out there or use the bridge.
No, it was weird. He didn't have the following draw English on it, so it didn't snap over
Right.
more. He had reverse on it, and it see how it killed it.
Well, he came up short, and now he's got to deal with
Bridge?
either rolling the 5 ball
Or
or
bumping
going up and down. Well, he could bump it too. No, I don't like bumping it. You never that 6 could wind up on the long rail to the right.
Right
and
next to the 9.
ball. Yeah, I didn't like that. But he either goes up and down or he just slow rolls it.
I like the slow roll inside English.
Oh, he's got the extension for the bottom
Use
of
the
the
inside
cue.
English. Let the cue ball float towards the left side of the table and just slow roll it.
I'm real comfortable using English.
Just like
though.
that.
Yep.
Nice shot. Now 1 rail back down for the 7.
Yeah, he's right in line now.
Yeah, he's going to have good shape on the 7 to slide the cue ball to the right for the 9. He's just got to maintain that angle to slide over. And that's what he took a look at. Sort of like a straight pull break shot he wants on the 7 ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, to maintain that angle. Yeah.
perfect.
Alex back in Pagulayan. Remain focused on these last couple shots. Wow. This is, he's going to just draw back by the side here. Give this side a little room. He'd like to have a little angle on that. Draw back about 18 inches.
Did you
Maybe.
count them?
Well, actually, I want him to get where the side pocket is. And this way you have that little open space.
Well,
But he's okay. You can fire that
there you
right
go. Like for the first time in this match, there's a 2-game lead.
in. Yeah.
And just to let you guys know who's coming up next, I'm going to put it right up on the screen. Get ready to take your shots and help us promote it. It's going to be
I'm excited.
Ralph Zuke versus Darryl Peach.
Yahoo! Nice match.
Coming up next.
How did Ralph play in the U.S. Open?
Played good.
Wow.
I think he actually beat Jason Shaw and knocked him out, didn't he? Hill.
He beat a lot of people. He
Oh,
played
yeah.
really, really
Yeah.
well. I was, what did he come in? Third?
You're asking too many questions.
I'm done with questions.
Stop thinking. No, I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you. I did look at payouts and who won them, and, you know, you got to have photographic memory just to
Well, off the top of your head, you can't
remember
think of
Table
it. That's all.
19,
Yeah.
Chug, Warren Campbell on table 19. Chug, and
Ralph
Warren
finished
Campbell
fourth,
on
just
table
in from Virginia. They're still unwrapping down there. Thank you there, Jared.
Jared. Hello, Jared.
Papa Tony says 20 years ago, probably about 20 guys could win this event today. And he says now half the field can win. And he is absolutely correct. This place is filled with just absolute pros that are super focused.
It's a you.
There's only
it's a
w-
you pick 'em.
There's only one person Papa Tony is rooting for in this place,
Is it really?
unless that person gets knocked out. Yeah, there's only one person
He's got
rooting
his-
for. His son,
Oh, really?
Darren Appleton.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But if Darren shall get knocked out, God forbid,
Papa
then
Tony's.
he'll be rooting for Cowboys or Darryl
Oh, okay.
Peach.
He's sitting in the UK.
He's
What
a
time-
fine old bloke.
I believe it's almost. It'll be bedtime there soon. It's like 10 o'clock, I believe, right?
He
Somewhere
don't
in the
sleep.
UK.
He don't sleep.
Oh, he's a pool player too.
He said sleep is overrated.
So I'll sleep when I'm dead.
No.
That's when I'm going to sleep.
What happened here?
Maybe a little
Player
timeout.
timeout.
So what do we
Is
have?
that correct?
7-5. Al, and how are you analyzing this so far?
And Mr. Shu finished in the top 8 also. How do I what?
How are you analyzing this match so far? What's
Listen, I'm numb.
the key?
With all the talent that I have
The
around
key
me
is
right
the
now. I'm
break.
just
I
numb.
tell you guys, the key has been the break.
Yeah, we
That
agree.
That is what I observed at 3-3.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, when they
I
open.
observed the issue with the break before that, but you know, I think it was more obvious after. And at first I was thinking, you know, perhaps the lights it changes the temperature on the cloth. But you know what? The first match wasn't like that. So I'll be interested in see, is it an issue with them, the players, or is it the cloth, the lights? But like I said, the first match wasn't like that. And, well, we got other matches to see, you know, to watch here.
These
and we'll
fellows
have to see.
adjust real quick to the conditions, that's
Well,
for sure.
I'm just surprised. Did you notice? I mean,
Here we go.
we saw the adjustments
Yeah,
they're made.
yeah.
and
Alex doesn't need to make any adjustments on that
Alex
break.
has not made an adjustment on the break. He's
Going
been doing
into-
it fine. And the only thing was the one, where he was breaking them a little too hard
Nice,
before. Look,
nice.
one goes up,
Nice.
got kicked away.
It was
and
it was heading
he's-
right to.
Yeah, it was heading up to that that top
Perfect.
right corner for a shot there.
Game 13, folks. This is
Wow.
what we're in right now. 7-5. Alex Pagulayan in the lead by 2, trying to maintain it. Like Snooky said, he made a ball. He's one ball's right there, and he's got a shot at it.
My prediction: if Alex keeps playing and breaking like this,
He's gonna run away with the
he
match.
could be the winner of the whole thing.
Of the whole tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Look at Al getting a different view. There's some of our folks, as I used to call them, all the rail birds.
well, I have a friend of mine who has them in the thingy, thing.
What do you do there?
Play
You
for
know?
the 2 in the side pocket. What a nice shot. Just power drew that back to the rail, snapped it back out for the 3 ball. Alex Pagulayan opening up his suitcase, his arsenal that he's carrying. And he's carrying a lot of arsenal. He's got it all.
And he just took it out of 3rd gear, and I think he put it in 4th gear out because the way his demeanor is at the table now and his pace, he just stepped it up.
Yeah, he's been putting a little pepper in his step, so to
Yeah,
say.
he's not happy with the angle he has here because now he's got a little work ahead of him. Let's see if he forces this up and goes 3 rails. Because the angle's going towards a 6. He might play the short side.
No, I think he could get it out of there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he could get it out of there.
Yeah, he pinched it nice.
Pincher.
He looked at it. When he looked at it, he wasn't. I guess he wasn't happy that it wasn't super easy.
He wanted to get straighter
Right,
on his
yeah.
5 ball. He didn't want to contend with the 9 whatsoever. And I don't think he has to. This is the pinch shot right there.
As you can tell by the little bit of chalk on the table from either someone's hands or from the chalk itself, the cloth is brand spanking new.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it at the moment, but
Yeah.
it is. It's
Yeah.
just that there's powder
Yeah.
and chalk. But they are all. He's had. This is my homeroom, so I know for sure.
I like
He's had
rolling
all
up
these-
and getting close to the rail.
Rail,
here.
yeah, that's the move out.
He's had all these tables done this week.
Oh, safety angle that way.
What's he know?
You don't have to like it.
He's got to love it. Either way, it didn't matter where he got, you know?
If he goes forward, he's just got to stay away from the side pocket. If he wants to come 2 rails long, punch
Right,
it out,
right.
or just go 1 rail.
2 rails.
Yeah. Just got to stay away from the side pocket. Hey, I like the way you went there.
I like that too.
Know what's better about that? He didn't have to move.
You stay away from all.
No, he stayed right there. He stayed in his position. He didn't have to walk around the table.
All right,
All
now
right.
Alex taking more commanding lead, 8-5 now over Chu Kai Lun. I'd like to think I was saying that right, but
Yeah, I'd like to take this time to thank all our sponsors and Predator Pro-Am Tour and this beautiful event that we're having here at Steinway. And
Amazing.
for them to host this event right
Yeah.
after the U.S. Open, this is going to become bigger and bigger.
I just want to try
see
something
it.
real quick. There it is. That's the new Kings of Vapor logo.
oh, all right.
KingsofVapor.com. I'm saying hi to Tommy and everybody up there in Akron, Ohio. We know you tuned in, and we're going to take care of you tomorrow for sure for the rest of it.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Alex does. He's the same break. He's gonna punch it.
Wonder where Brian is today with my shirt.
There goes that.
Wow, he made both of the balls in the side.
Look at this.
Big bounce. Oh, I shouldn't be rooting.
Well, it's all right.
I'm rooting. I
Just
don't
don't
care.
let Mr. Shoe hear you.
I'll tell him too. I'm bigger than he is. They have. We're speaking about the new cloths. We actually have the.
But do you know martial arts?
No, I know.
Good one.
I know crazy.
Thanks for letting the cat out of the bag.
Hey,
They know
listen,
me.
that supersedes everything. Crazy supersedes it all, okay?
I was mentioning that these are new cloths.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to give it. I don't even know the gentleman's name, and I can go
John.
look.
John.
His name is John.
I know him for about 35,
John.
40 years.
Oh, okay, he's doing all. He's on scene right now, and he's doing
Yeah.
a table.
He's doing a
He's-
diamond table.
Yeah, he's fixing our diamond table.
Where's your diamond?
Right,
That's
the one
a
he's
diamond.
working
That's the
on.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a diamond table right in that corner for about a year now.
Nice
Oh, I
shot.
didn't know
See,
that.
Maybe
that's the
not.
kind of safety shot I thought he was going to play in an initial break.
He can
And he
see
played
this.
it pretty well. You could see if you got X-ray vision.
No, he's a little low right, and he's gonna nick it, and he's gonna put him around it. Oh, maybe he's gonna go that way. I think he. I think he can see that.
Stop thinking.
All right. I believe.
Don't think thought.
Even a broken clock is right 2
Hey,
times
he
a
can-
day.
You love using all of
Hey,
my
Al,
sayings,
he,
don't
he
you?
can see the 1. I bet you he can see the 1.
Yeah, maybe the right edge.
No, the 3 might be in a way, but he can still see the 1.
Maybe the right edge, yeah.
We can all see the one.
We can all see the 1. No, but I believe he can spin that. But he's gonna. This is probably a better
Can
shot.
he see it with the cue ball?
He's got a kick at it. That's what he's sizing up.
Yeah, he called it in the corner.
Well,
You're almost better off playing safe here because
I mean, it's tough. You
the
don't
cue
want to
ball's
leave.
gonna the cue ball's gonna run.
Well, it's going to come right back down to. Oh, if he clipped it. Oh,
Look
no,
at
this
this.
is so
Don't
not-
hit a ball. Go all the way around between everything, and don't hit a ball on the table.
And give a guy on the hill ball in hand.
Oh, that's right. This is a race to 9, folks.
Yeah, he's on the hill. You are snoozing over here today.
And Alex is loving this, by the way. He just gave him the match. You don't even give him the match. He played a good safe. He forced it.
You know, that's the first time you didn't say sell out because you always, I think that's like your favorite term there.
I won't use it anymore. That's all right.
No, go ahead. I'm just surprised you didn't say he sold out. Not
Where,
like-
where he actually did sell out, I didn't say it. So I got
He wants
Watch-
to hold
watch-
the cue ball
yeah,
with the
it's-
9 is what he
this
wants to
is-
do, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold
He's
the cue
going to
with
slide
it.
off.
He
Why
did.
not?
He
Nice.
did. He did.
Why not? That's all. Like Kinky used to say.
That was Ralph the Millionaire that used to say that, and then Ginky
Yeah.
always mimicked Ralph because Ralph used to bet real high years ago and back a lot of players, and when the game was over, Ralph used to say, "That's all." How much you want to play for, Ralph? Or they would tell Ralph, "Let's play for 40 or 50,000." And
That's
Ralph,
all.
That's all.
That's all?
That's all.
Is he going to
Ralph.
play this inside or is he going to bump across? Let's see. He's going to play it inside or the corner. He might have went too far. Yes, he did.
Overshot.
That's right. He's going to work for his final game.
He can just slide it over. This is not a really hard shot when you just got to slide the cue ball in a natural
Yeah, he's
position and go
gotta-
across. It's really not a hard shot. All you got to do is make the ball, and the cue ball falls into position.
He almost missed the ball.
Alex Pagulayan on the hill, on the verge of sending Mr. Shu, the Taiwan Typhoon, to the B side of the chart. with
Now it's
this
a tropical
10-ball
storm.
shot. And he does it. Alex Pagulayan, there you have it. Out of Canada. Defeats Mr. Shu by a score of 9-5. We want to thank Troy, New Jersey pool player, and of course, Diane Snooki Rojas for sitting in. And we're going to be right back with another match. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Al.
You got it.
We'll